The first thing I'm going to be applying is the Wet n Wild primer, which I've heard great things about. So I'm going to apply that. And between my two foundation choices, which I could do half and half, I don't know, I might use both, is a Neutrogena Hydra Boost and a Wet n Wild Photo Focus. It's a stick foundation, so I'm probably going to blend those two. I did go with a foundation that's hydrating just because my skin tends to get kind of dry and flaky throughout the day, and I'm trying to avoid that. I gotta say, I am loving how dewy that primer makes my face look and feel. I am going to apply this foundation first and then the stick afterward. I also love the applicator with this. I'm not a big fan of the drop foundation, so this is really nice. I'm going to blend this all together and then come back with the stick foundation. That blended really nicely. It's a little light coverage, and natural ivory, by the way. Every foundation I use is lighter. The stick foundation is shell ivory, and the powder that I've got is also an ivory. Oh, it was the cushion foundation. I forgot I got that as well in light ivory. So we'll see. I got that one more or less for touch-ups throughout the day. So we're going to use this stick to kind of cover any of the blemishes. Go ahead and blend that out. So I am not new to products, but I am new to the whole YouTube thing. I'm kind of learning what things to say, trying to still be myself. And if I do goof up, I'm probably going to leave that in there. It takes more time for me to edit it out. And in the world we live in, everything's too perfect anyway. So why not show our weirdness? Am I right? Now, for concealers, I usually use Shape Tape and Light just because I like the coverage. I have recently switched to the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop concealer. It works just as great, and I hate to say that, but it's a lot more affordable as well. Today, just for the sake of drugstore makeup, I am using a Neutrogena Hydra Boost. It also has the hyaluronic acid just to kind of hydrate throughout the day. And you can see here in the center, it has that in the core. So that's what I'm going to be applying. Blend that out, of course, with the Beauty Blender. I like that it's kind of sheer. You can't see any of the dark circles, and it doesn't look cakey, which is a plus. I don't know what eyeshadow I'm gonna do today, but I have 3 pretty cool choices. I might do a blend of all of them. Who knows? I'm gonna be applying a pressed powder by Wet n Wild under eye, and just kind of in the areas where I tend to get a little bit more oily. And I am using the Morph brush M536, which I also love to use for contouring and blush. I'm new to the Morph brush game as well, but they're really affordable, which surprised me, and they work awesome. I get them from Ulta. I've only got 2 so far. I got a blending eye brush and a brush I thought I could use for multitasking on the face. I do kind of have a lot of brushes already, which I will show you. So back here in the mess of things, I have the train case full of brushes, and I have an all-over face brush. This one, which I love to use for bronzer, it's by Tarte. This is a kind of a big bristled, I like to kind of dust baking powder and things like that off with. This I didn't get at the drugstore, but it is my holy grail, all-time favorite bronzer. It's Park Avenue Princess by Tarte. It is tried and true, worth every penny. And this size, it really does last a long time. I usually can get a few months, sometimes half a year out of it. So I'm just going to blend all over color. And I'm not going to contour or highlight just yet because I'm going to use this Wet n Wild contour palette, which I have heard awesome things about. So I'm super excited to try that. I'm probably going to use this Morph brush for that. So I'm using the lighter side of the contour kit just to set under eyes. And anywhere I might be oily. It's kind of a banana color. I was honestly looking for more of a lighter color, but I have 10 in the past to have raccoon eyes, so I don't want that. I'm not sure why my lighting is off here. Let me fix that. Like I said, I am new to this whole YouTube game. The reason for me starting it, just to rant a little bit, I am tired of kind of flooding my social media with makeup posts, and it's something I'm really excited about, so I want to take it seriously. I want to get a little bit more steady with the uploads. Whoa. And just kind of have fun with it. There's a lot of people doing it. I'm not trying to copy anybody or be better. I truly just want to play and have fun. I felt super silly that I forgot to get Drugstore blush, but I am using one of my favorites that a friend gave me from an Ipsy bag. ZAYN is the brand. I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but this is my all-time favorite color. I wish I knew the color name. Oh, it's gorgeous. It looks so natural. After using that contour palette by Wet n Wild, I really liked the contour color of it. It blended out awesome. I'm hoping that maybe after the setting spray it won't look as heavy on my face. You probably can't see it. Everything's fully covered. I don't have a lot of pores showing, so I'm loving the primer. But I'm super excited to try this Master Chrome metallic highlighter. This is the shade Rose Gold, and I'm really excited to try this. Going back in with my Morphe brush here, just to tap that one. I might actually take a smaller brush. This is also a Morphe brush that I got for eyes. It's the M573, and just kind of hit the highest point here, just for that blinding effect. I'm not sure why I whisper. I'm going to get better at that, I promise. Now, I do have a little bit of creasing on my eyes, so I need to prime them. Oh. Alright, that's going to be a goof, because I'm not fixing that. I got these new Wet n Wild liquid catsuit eyeshadow, which I saw someone use as a primer, so I'm super excited to try that. And then these gold and purple shimmer colors here, I'm going to play around with on the eyes. So the purple color is Fairy Tale Ending, and the shimmery one's called Goldilocks, which I also saw in the same YouTube video. It really makes the eyelids and any color on it really pop. So I applied that nude shade all over my eyelid and I am blending it out with a flat brush. It'll just give me that all day stay power without creasing, which happens to me a lot. Now I tend to use a lot of glitter and high pigmented eyeshadows, so I think that's to blame. But I also know I'm not priming right. I'm growing as I'm playing around with makeup and figuring out what works for me, and everybody's different. I always figured the more you spend on makeup, the better it would work. But after following some of these videos and finding out that you can get high quality looks at a, more affordable price range, I will share with you, what some of my favorites are, what works, what I didn't like, and let you know. So just for fun and to play around, I really like the color of this. I don't like how high up I went on my eyes, and I want to add a little bit more dimension in the crease. So using my Tarte palette, Tartelette Tease palette, I'm going to go in with a dark shade, which I normally don't do, but since I'm home and I'm off work today, I'm going to play. Okay, I'm actually really loving how my eyes turned out. After I put the purple on my eyes, I blended it out with that darker color I showed you. I took some of that chrome highlighter and put that at the top of my eyes, and then finished off with the Goldilocks right here in the center. So I'm going to get off camera real quick and finish my eyebrows. I don't have anything from the drugstore for that I bought today, but I did get the Maybelline Brow Precise that I use in the Busy Gal Brows from Tarte, just to kind of fill everything in. So I'm going to do that really quick, finish off with some mascara, and then do the lips.